Hey, I'm a grateful believer in Jesus. I'm overcoming addictions to pornography, anger, and sex, and my name is Richard. A while back, a friend of mine asked me to make some videos, or at least a video, about addiction, what addiction is and what it really means and things like that. And I'm not an addiction counselor, I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist, I'm not a mental health professional. I'm just somebody who's been through the process of addiction and recovery, and I'm still going through recovery. And so I have my own perspective on these things. And so I decided to make the videos, one to help a friend out, but also to kind of share what I've learned. A while back, probably about 2 years ago, I was looking for a definition of addiction. I checked several government websites, recovery houses, places like that, looking for a definition. And I couldn't find a consistent definition, nor could I find a simple one. All the definitions I found were very complicated. On one government website, there was a definition that was probably about 4 pages long. So I wanted to do something or come up with a definition that was, workable, accessible, but, made sense to people. And so I spent some time through a long process. It's a long story, but kind of to shorten it down, just in conversations with God, I came up with this definition that I operate with concerning addiction. And that definition is a sustained and uncontrolled attempt to meet a valid need through invalid means. What that says to us is that, one, there's some element of loss of control. There's something that we're attempting to do, but for some reason we're not doing it the right way. And so I wanted to break this apart. I'll do this in 3 videos. This being the first one, where we attack the middle part of the definition and talk about the need that needs to be met. So we all have valid needs that need to be met, whether they're basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, social needs like attention, approval, or acceptance, or even other needs like sexual, financial, or emotional needs. We all have needs. And at some point, all of us has had a need in our life that we felt went unmet. Either it was not attended to, or it was not attended to in a way that we wanted it to be attended to. And so everybody has these different needs. And the important thing here is that what may be an important need to me may not be an important need to you. We're all a little bit different. And so everybody has these needs. I would say my pathway to addiction began with the need for approval. I was seeking out approval from my parents. And while my parents loved me and they did approve of me, it didn't come in the form that I could understand it or the way that I wanted to see it. And as such, it caused a problem. And I thought that they just didn't approve of me. So I sought out to find my approval in other ways. We all have these kinds of needs. There are people who don't have a place to live, and so they engage in behaviors just so they could have a place to live. People who want to be accepted and loved, and they do all manner of things just to be loved, or at least feel that they are loved. And there's all these things. And I think one of the things that's really important to note is that this need is not negated by what that person has. Sometimes we see people who have lots and lots of money or fame, notoriety, possessions, things like that, and we think these people shouldn't become addicted because they have everything they want. And the truth is that whatever it is that that person needs is not negated by what they have. So you could have all the money in the world and still feel unaccepted. You could have the largest social circle in the world and feel emotionally neglected. You could have all the things that you think would make a person happy and still have unmet needs. And so that's where the addiction cycle begins, is that there was some need that I have that I feel is being unmet. All right, so stick with me. Video number 2 is coming up, and we're going to talk about the invalid means through which we try to meet these needs. All right, I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. I'll see you around.